Happy weekend. Hello everyone. Hello. Please tell your friends, tell your fans, tell your followers. We are on live. We're live now, and we have a very interesting topic to discuss today. Okay, so just enjoy the music at the background while we all try to get in. While I try to look for where my notes is. Hey, okay. Kelita, thank you for coming online. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Okay. So please get acquainted to the environment. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your fans, your followers that Know Your Precious is live. I'm online. I am live. Enjoy the music while we get ready for tonight. Very interesting topic. Okay, so just enjoy the music at the background. This is 9:03. Once it is 9:05, we're going to start. Okay.
My soul longs for you forever and ever, yes. My heart beats for you. I stood here thirst for water, so my soul longs for you, Jesus, forever and ever, yes. My heart beats for you. Something more than gold. I've got something more than silver. Something more than life. I've got something more than riches. If all I've got is Jesus, I've got something more than gold. I'll tell it to the world. Jesus is more than gold. More than gold, more than gold. I've got something more than gold. More than gold, more than gold. Jesus is more than gold. Something more than gold. Something more than silver. The Spirit of the Lord within me.
Okay, so I just want to tell you guys, I'm on Instagram and I am on Facebook at the same time. So you can join the conversation on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @LawyerPrecious, and you can join the conversation on Facebook. Actually, not on my timeline. I'm on Facebook as Precious Told You, but it's not. The conversation is not on my timeline. It's on my community. It's happening in my community, Business and Legal Structure. So just search for Business and Legal Structure and send an invite or a request, whichever one, and I'm going to accept your request. Okay, Ebony, welcome. We're going to start soon. Okay, we're starting very soon now.
More than life. Jesus is more than gold. Oh, Lord, I hand it over. Glory to God.
So let's still settle in. People are joining. Let's just give them a few more minutes. Once it's 9:10 rather. Once it's 9:10, we will start. This is 9:06 already. So once it's 9:10, we will start. Let us give people time to settle in. And while you guys enjoy my background song, it's not a religious conversation, but I'm a Christian, so I would love gospel songs. Okay.
You are who you are, yesterday, today and forevermore. What you say is what too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. You're too faithful to fail me. Oh Jesus, you're too faithful to disappoint me. You've proven yourself in my life, and I've come to realize you're too faithful to fail me. Yes, we worship. You are God.
You are who you are. Yesterday,
Today, what you said,
what you say is what you do.
Lord, you never fail.
Never fail.
You never change, God.
You are faithful to
Faithful God,
faithful God.
I worship you. I worship you. You are.
2 more minutes, guys. We'll soon be starting.
Yes, you're too
2 more minutes. Let's wait for others to join us. Okay?
Hallelujah. You have proven yourself. I've come to realize. Yeah.
So we'll be starting 1 more minute. 1 more minute. It's already 9:09. Once it's 9:10, we will start. Once it's 9:10, we will start.
Lord, you're too faithful to disappoint me. Oh God, you proven yourself. Hallelujah. I've come to realize, yeah, so faithful to fail me. Oh Lord, you're too loving to leave me. Yes, you're too loving to leave me halfway. Once you start, you always finish. But I've come to realize that you're too loving to leave me. Lord, you're too loving to leave me. Too loving, too loving, too loving. Lord, too loving to leave me halfway. I've come to realize, yeah, yes, you're too faithful to fail me.
All right, guys. Good evening once again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in, for staying put for like 10 minutes. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Happy weekend. Hope our week was great. Hope our week was beautiful. And if you live in Lagos, hope you did not see the traffic, as in you didn't experience yesterday's traffic. Such is life. Good evening once again. Welcome to my live section. Welcome to another live chat with Lawyer Precious. Obviously, my name is Precious. Precious told you. I am a business lawyer based in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm also a real estate consultant, insolvency practitioner, and we keep adding and adding and adding. So tonight I have a very interesting topic that affects everyone, as long as you're into business or you're thinking of going into business. It's a kind of, what we're going to be talking about tonight are things that startups and even business owners do not put into consideration when they want to launch their business concepts or their products or services into the market space. They know we are aware of these challenges. it's not like these challenges are alien to us. If you're a Nigerian, in fact, if you don't even need to be a Nigerian, even foreigners, foreign investors are already aware of these challenges we're going to talk about tonight. So not to talk of we that are Nigerian. So if you're a Nigerian, you live in Nigeria, or you run your business in Nigeria, you will have an idea of some of these challenges I'm going to be talking about. You may not really know one or two, but about three over five I'm going to talk about. It's something that we're conversant with. But the problem here, and what I'm trying to show here, what I'm trying to bring up from tonight's live section, is that a lot of people do not put these challenges into consideration. A lot of people, even when they know these challenges does exist, they do not look for a solution. They do not have a strategic plan on how to solve or circumvent these issues. They do not actually, do not put into consideration, or do well known to business people in Nigeria, they do not actually take it seriously. That's the word. Until it really goes bad, until they just caught in between, and they're like, oh, I didn't know this is going to be this huge. I knew about it, but I did not know it's going to be this huge. Now, there's a popular proverb that says a stitch in time saves nine, and that applies to every aspect of our life, business inclusive. A stitch in time saves nine simply means that if you take care of minute things, if you take care of little things, you will be able to save yourself from a whole bunch of huge and greater problems ahead. And just like the saying or a proverb, we all grew up, we are born into that proverb. Just like it says, it's very simple. If you have a cloth, if you have a dress, and a stitch goes up, because it is one stitch that connects to the other. One stitch connects to the other. So if a particular stitch goes off, that is how every of that stitch will go off, and before you know it, you will have no clothes to wear. I think recently, either today or yesterday, I just discovered that. Hi, auto readers, thank you for tuning in. I just discovered that my wig, I wanted to put on a stitch removed, and I just ignored it, and I just cut it off and put it on. Ordinarily, I would have used fire to burn that edge, that stitch, so that it wouldn't have a means of will I say influencing others to also get stitched out. But I just pushed it by the side, and by the time I was about to take it off, the stitch had really gone bad round it. So as it is, I need to actually give somebody stitch expert, with one expert to actually stitch it back. So I'm just bringing that in for us to know that if you do not take care of little things, they will generate to big amount of issue. And these challenges we're going to talk about tonight is not even a little thing. It's something that is huge. It is something that does exist in Nigeria, and it is something that affects every aspect of life here in Nigeria. Okay, so haven't done so much introduction. What is tonight's topic? Tonight's topic is 5 major challenges startups and business owners face in Nigeria and the best way out. You know me now, I'm your girl. I won't just come and give you problem. I always give you a way out. I always try to provide solution, which is what I do. I help you solve and avoid costly legal mistakes in your business transactions. So what I'm going to talk about tonight is not just about the legal aspect. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the legal aspect, which is one of the major challenges concerning startups and business owners. I'm not just going to talk about the business aspect. I'm going to talk about the other aspects of these challenges and how it could even be solved legally, so to say. So we don't even need anybody to tell us that Nigeria as a whole is a whole bunch of challenge. It's not a new thing. We've been going through a lot of challenges in this country, and the past 3 years has been worse off. So it's not it's not a new thing. I saw over the week or 2 or 3 weeks ago. I can't even recall exactly, but on the internet, whether it's Instagram or Twitter, before it was there was a ban on it put on it. Somebody said that it jokingly. I don't know how many of us have come across that write up. Somebody said. If you ask me what I do for a living, I will just tell you I'm a Nigerian, because being a Nigerian rather, is a whole bunch of work on its own, and I cannot agree less, because being a Nigerian and living in Nigeria is a whole bunch of challenge. So tonight, 5 major challenges startups and business owners face in Nigeria and the best way out. Now, before I go into the challenges, there's something I want us to know about Nigeria. There's certain peculiarities concerning being a Nigerian, or living in Nigeria, or running a business in Nigeria. And you really do not need to be a Nigerian before you run your business in Nigeria. Okay, auto writers, he says, so eager to learn. Yes, so I'm also eager to learn. I'm not just going to dish out things. I'm also here to learn. So having said that, please, if you have a comment, if you have a suggestion, if you have a question, do not forget to put it in the comment section. Do not forget to drop it in the comment section, and I will attend to it once I am done with my conversation. I would not want to interject, and I would not want to interrupt my my flow, my thoughts, my flow thoughts, or whatever the English is. So there's certain peculiarities that is well known in Nigeria. One of them is that out of 189 countries that we have in Nigeria, now this report came up in 2016. I do not really have the updated version of this report. So whatever report I'm giving you based on our peculiarity for now was based on 2016 report. Probably it's better now, but I just want to take us back to 2016, a little bit like 5 years back, how things were in Nigeria, and fast forward to 6 years back, because we're in 2021, 5 to 6 years back. Are things better off or they're worse off? So as of 2016, there was a research, and there was how do they call this, statistics that showed that out of 189 countries of the world, Nigeria ranked as 169 in doing business. So like I asterished it and I said we're just 20 countries ahead. So we're just 20 countries ahead of countries that you can easily run your business, easily do business in Nigeria. And you see, when the new Kama of 2020 came into play, we're like, especially we lawyers, and we're so happy that we're going to have ease of doing business. But I tell you, bro and sis, it's been a crazy issue with the Corporate Affairs Commission trying to get some business company registered. Lawyers are already tired, and so you're not wondering. One is wondering that we said that the Kama was going to ease up business transaction in Nigeria, setting up, running, and growing your business. That was what Kama was all about. And we said, we actually thought that this thing is going to meet up with international best practices when it comes to starting, running, and growing your business. But probably things might get better. Hopefully things will get better. But if as of 2016, my point exactly here is that if as of 2016, and out of 189 countries of the world, Nigeria was ranked as 169 countries of the world when it comes to ease of doing business. Not to talk of now, when the economy is far worse off than what it was 2016. 2016 things were a little bit fair. Not to talk of what we are going through here in Nigeria. I used to tell somebody that, I tell people that if you're a salary earner, or you are running your business, or you're an entrepreneur, you're self-employed, there's no how, no matter how booming your business is, there is no how you will not feel this heat that is ongoing in the country, the economical heat, the material heat, the resources heat. I mean, it's crazy. I remember a few months back, a friend of mine There's a lot of example. A friend of mine who is a colleague does wigs, and I said, oh, I wanted to buy wig. I don't know why I'm talking about wigs this night. And she said, oh, she gave me the amount. I had a lot of things on ground, so I was like, okay, so let me just sort out something else. I will come back. Now I contacted her over the week, and I said I needed that wig. Now that wig had the price she gave me is now 2 times the price. The present price is now 2 times the price that she told me early this year, like 2 or 3 months back. And I was like, I wished I had even done it then, or I wish I had even deposited money. At least I would use that one to hook her, and then she will do it for me. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, if Nigeria could rank 169 countries out of 189 countries of the world in 2016, I don't even think we are going to even be 188. I think we're going to be 189 as at this 2021. So those are the peculiarities in concerning Nigeria. Another peculiarity is business hardly survive. Now generally, business hardly survive. Researchers, business consultants, business coaches, mentors, and all of that have put the statistics down, and we should know, if you're an entrepreneur business person, you should know this common research results, that businesses hardly survive in the first 3 years of the commencement or starting up a business, because they need to struggle with they need to try to find their feet in the marketplace. They need to struggle to get clientele base. They need to struggle to get capital and all of that. So if the business is not properly managed, if a business does not have a laid down structure, if a business does not do all it takes in every aspect, legal, corporate, marketing, branding, and all of that, if you don't do all that it takes, the business is most likely to crumble in the first 3 years of the commencement. So if that is the research result, if that is the result, and what is generally accepted, at least to 80-90%, we all know the theories way back in school. A particular theory or doctrine may not be totally accepted by everybody, but if the percentage of people that actually accept it are higher, then it means that is what is acceptable by every person, an average person. So this is an acceptable saying, an acceptable result. So if generally all over the world, whether it's Canada, whether it's London, whether it's the United States, whether it's Australia, whether it's Europe, whatever the country may be, if the research has it that businesses hardly thrive within the first 3 years, businesses would hardly survive except it is properly structured, it's properly managed within the first 3 years. Now imagine that business in Nigeria, with all the peculiarities that we have, with all the challenges that we have that I'm going to talk about tonight. And then lastly, another peculiarity about Nigeria is that we are about 150 million people on the surface of the earth, roaming, swimming, drinking, eating, running the street, getting married, giving birth, and all of that, just doing the life activities in Nigeria. 150 million people. We are 150 million people in Nigeria. That alone is a peculiarity. Now let's dive into the nitty-gritty of tonight's topic, the major challenges that startups and business owners face in Nigeria. The major challenge first, and then we come to the way out. The first challenge, which like I said is obvious and well known to people, is capital. Startup capital. It is capital, and that is not a new thing. It is capital. Sorry, I'm trying to reduce my lights. It's just getting into my face too much. Okay, all right. So one of the major challenges that startups and business owners face in Nigeria is startup capital. Everybody faces that. Like I said, I used to say, except you are, I wouldn't want to say politician, I don't want to be biased, except you're coming from a very rich family, like they didn't give back to you with a silver spoon, they gave back to you with a golden and diamond spoon. You may not, only on that ground you may not have. I don't want to say will not, because it's not all circumstances that you come from a rich home and resources and money is just made available to you. So if you come from a very wealthy family, like a stinkingly rich family, capital will not be your issue at all. So this first challenge will not even be for you, because you're like, what? Like, Precious, is it capital you're going to talk about? My dad is a multi-billionaire. Yeah. But the other fourth challenge will definitely be what you will face. And so the very first major challenge an average business person is going to face in Nigeria is startup capital. Let me not even use the word startup capital. It's capital. Whether you want to start your business, whether you want to advance it. Because if, for example, you use 10 million naira, no, that's much in this economy. Who readily has 10 million available? For example, you have 1 million and you want to start a business. Now, when you have started that business, probably you started that business within the confines of your home, all thanks to COVID-19, where everybody everybody has a mini office, obviously, like mine, mini office at home and all of that. So a lot of people do things online, sell online. Some people have their shops, their offices online. Now, if you start, let me say you start a clothing, let me not even say clothing, let me just say you started selling things like Indomie spaghetti from your house. Selling those things from your house, and you use the 1 million naira to start it. And you know, if you're living in 2-bedroom apartments, it's very easy for you to actually use one apartment or one room or probably a corner in your house to pack your your Indomie, your spaghetti. And when you have an order, you just go ahead and drive down or walk down or whatever, do down and go to deliver. Now, you have 1 million that is available to you, and you can readily manage that 1 million since you are not opening a shop. And all you need to do is to get data to project your brand, what you're doing online, project to your friends on WhatsApp. Now that business moves from maybe over 6-7 months, you made 500,000 naira gain, and you want to reinvest it into the business. And then you start getting orders from people that say, I need 10 packs of Indomie. You start getting orders from people that say, oh, they need 20 packs. Now your purchase ranking or chart has increased, and as it's increasing, you're going to be bringing some of those things to your house. So you now discover that my house can no longer contain me, my business, and my family. I need to move out. I need to get a shop somewhere. And then you decide to go out and get a shop. We don't need to tell anybody how much rental values or rent is here in Nigeria, especially in Lagos State. So you go to get a shop, and they're telling you've got to pay like 20,000 naira for a shop per month. So if you're to multiply the 20,000 naira per month, we'll be talking about like 300,000 naira for a year for a shop, and your turnover for the past 6-7 months was 500,000 naira. And then remember, in that shop, you're going to peep up the shop, make it look a little bit presentable. And you're going to have 1 or 2 gadgets, you're going to have 1 or 2 things, you're going to get a carpenter to probably do layout where you can drop those things. So by the time you just do your plus and minus, you're going to be spending like 600,000 naira for that business. And then you're getting big orders, and people are saying, you bring this goods and then I'll pay you your money. So you need to up your game with the company that is producing this noodles and spaghetti or pastries or whatever their names are called. And so you and those people will not even give you for free. So you will actually need to up your game from the 1.5 million that you presently have. Probably you need to up your game to like 5 million. Now that is also an issue. Getting a capital to start a business or getting money to advance your business is a big issue in Nigeria. Now it comes so hard. It comes so hard because you go to the average financial commercial bank and they're telling you 1,001 things to do before you can get a loan. They're asking you to bring a guarantor, they're asking you to drop a collateral, they're asking you to fill one form or the other. You hold meetings, your account officer call you, will say, oh, we'll get back to you, management. So the whole stress alone that the financial institutions are going to give you, it's another thing. Now you even get, let us even assume you get that money, finally you get that money, and then you just discover that the value of the money is nothing to write home about. That's one. And then you're not even making enough sales to pay back as when due. So capital is a major issue. I always say, No matter how beautiful your business idea is, no matter how beautiful your business concept is, without money to push your brand out, you're going to just have the idea in your brain. You're going to be running your business in your brain. Capital, money, liquid is very important, and it is one of the major challenge that business startups and business owners face in Nigeria. Monies are not readily made available in other advanced countries. It's very easy for startups to get loan. Sometimes they get an interest-free loan from the government. It's that good. Some countries startup get an interest-free loan. So what an interest-free loan simply means, as the name implies, you get a loan without an interest attached to it. It gives you chance to be able to, it gives you a peace of mind to be able to manage your business, to be able to, run your business. And then some institution will give you the first 6 months to run your business with a peace of mind, and then they will later now tell you that, oh, you start paying from 6 months. So these are international best practices when it comes to business transactions, starting up, running, and growing a business in other countries. But it is not the case here in Nigeria. So finance, startup capital, or advancement capital is a major challenge for business startups and business owners in Nigeria. So before we go to the solution 2, it's a major challenge: poor infrastructure and uncertainty in the market. So poor infrastructure on one hand, uncertainty on the other hand. So let me deal with poor infrastructure rather. Now, what are infrastructures? Things, necessary amenities, necessary social amenities that should be put in place, ought to be put in place by the government of any country for ease of livelihood, for it's easy for you to live your life, e.g. electricity. This is a major challenge in Nigeria. In Nigeria, I do not see any family, even the ones that live in face me, I face you. So someone will say face me, I slap you, whatever is the case. Even those that are living, the poorest of the poor, with all sense of humility in Nigeria, have a generator set. It is that bad because our power supply is nothing to write home about. And a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of startups, a lot of business people do not put these things into consideration when they are starting up a business. You just start a business and then you discover that probably the area that you even, rent your shop or your office, that area they've been owning for months, for years, or the particular environment, the particular house that you took, a particular shop, they've been owning, and then NEPA will come today. Oh, they're no more NEPA. What did they call them now? PHCN. They're not even PHCN again. Electricity, if it's in Lagos State now, Ikeja Electricity District will come, or Eko Electricity District, just for the island, just two that we have in Nigeria. I mean, in Lagos here, will come. Madam, you people are owing, you now begin to explain, it's not me, that is how I met the bill. They will tell you it is not their business. They will be caught. You will pay money for reconnection. That one has calmed them down. Another time they will send another set of people. They will cut the lights. You will pay. To. Oh, sorry, I'm distracted. Somebody saying he's trying to join me on Instagram, but he could not. I really don't know why. My Instagram handle is very easy to actually click and just join the conversation. Sorry about that, sir. So they will let me not use the word cut. I'm supposed to. They will disconnect the lights. You will pay for reconnection. Now, a lot of startups do not calculate that money that you have paid for reconnection. From which purse did you remove it from? Is it your personal purse or from the business purse? That is another talk for another day. That's one. They will now send another set of people to come. They will disconnect the lights. You will now connect again. Now, when you are now frustrated concerning, and then even when they reconnect the lights, you are not even sure of. We're not even sure of 12 hours constant light in Nigeria in a day. I don't even think we are sure of 6 hours constant light. When I mean constant, like we will have light. Maybe say from 6 a.m. to 6 p. Okay, no, that's a 6 p.m. will be 12 hours. From 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm not sure. Well, in the area that I live, I don't know. So some of you that are living in cream la cream areas of Lagos State in Nigeria, I know there are some areas that they take light directly from the governor's house, or from one senator's house, or from one politician's house or vicinity. Beautiful, good for you. Or they take directly from the power supply people. Beautiful. But for people like us that are not living in the cream la cream area of Lagos State, they are not sure of a constant light from 6 a.m. in the morning to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. How do you run your business? There is no business in Nigeria that does not need power supply. The worst is if you're even selling something edible. You're selling things that are edible. You're selling dessert. You're selling ice cream. You're selling pastries. You're selling frozen food. You will need that supply 24/7. Okay, so power supply is one of the poor infrastructure that we have in Nigeria, and a lot of entrepreneurs do not put it into consideration at all when they are planning to start a business. They just assume that things will fall in place. Things do not readily fall in place, because you need to also bear at the back of your mind that, oh, I'm already saying the solution with the challenge already. So you need to bear at the back of your mind that that you're going to have power supply issue. So you have to make out a plan. You have to do a strategic plan. Now, this area that I am, what of if I do not have constant power supply? Are you going to get a genset? If you get a genset, how do you intend to fuel it? Now, how do you even intend to use it? Are you going to be running your genset from morning till you close, or you're going to be running it whenever you have a job, something important to do? These are the things that startups, business owners do not readily put into consideration. Another poor infrastructure is bad road network. This is really, really important, because if you live in Lagos, even with a straight road, with a road that does not have that you have a good road, well-tarred road and all of that, the traffic in Lagos alone is an issue. And people do not put this thing into consideration, because you leave your house at about 6 a.m. to get to your office. Probably your office is on the mainland. You live on the mainland. Your office let me not even go to island. Let me not say your office is on the island and you are living in the mainland, because that one you have to leave your house as early as 4 a.m. to get to your office by 9 a.m. So let me just say, averagely, you live on the mainland and your office is in mainland. You leave your house 6 a.m. Before you will sit in traffic, whether you're driving or not. Is even better when we are not even driving, because if you're not even driving, it's better. Driving is calculation, is work. It's even better for you. Let me assume you took a bus, or you have a driver, you have a car, and you have someone that drives you. Beautiful. Even sitting down in traffic alone is overwhelming. It's so depressing. It's so you're already tired. By the time you get to the office, your workspace, you're already tired because you sat in traffic for hours. You're already disrupted. Now, poor road network is part of the challenge, because without a good road network, you cannot even easily access your office. Your clients and customers cannot easily access you, and even when you have to do deliveries, they cannot easily get to your clients or customers. So this alone tends to drag businesses backwards. Tend to drag businesses. Like on Friday yesterday, I was expecting certain delivery, and the guy said he was the rider said he was at Surulere. I was like, okay, Surulere to my office is not going to take you up to 20 minutes because you're using a bike. And it took this guy over an hour because his tire, got bad, the bad road, and he just called his tire was bad. So these things disrupt business. They are challenges that startups and business owners face, which they do not put into consideration. You also have water supply. Oh goodness me. There's some people that are into food business, and when they're running their food business, there is no constant water supply. So you find them, buying water from the malams, from the aboki people, in quote, with all sense of responsibility and all of that. I know aboki actually means my friend, but some people don't just like to be called that. So the expenses of even buying water, People do not put that into consideration. It's a great challenge. I know there's some parts on the island that water is an issue. I once had a client that just checked into a particular apartment, which I don't want to mention the name, very popular, and they're paying crazy money for rent. And the man was practically, they were buying pure water to use to bathe, and they would buy bottled water, to use to drink. Now imagine if you are running business in that kind of compound, not even that compound, that environment, that particular environment on the island, the water that comes out from that tap is reddish or brownish, whatever, and you can't even use that water to cook. If you're running a food business, you can't even use that water to cook. You can't even use that water to wash plates. So power supply, bad road network, water supply, these are poor infrastructure, and these are also major challenge in the of an average business person in Nigeria. So the second side is uncertainty of the marketplace. Now, for starters, we do not have concrete logistics in Nigeria. So when I mean uncertainty of the marketplace, I'm talking about a lot of things, and one thing is statistics. If you are in a particular field, let me say you're into logistic business, you cannot even readily get a good logistics, a good statistics of people running logistic business in your environment, in your area, not to talk of in the whole of Lagos, if you reside in Lagos, or in a particular state where you reside, because if you have accurate statistics, it will give you will be better informed. You will know what to do and what not to do. Sometimes you may want to start a particular business, and then you do some research, you do some statistics. I just feel no, this is not the right path to take. I just decide, let me just use another path. Let me just go into something else. I stated it in my book that I wrote. There was this guy that had a very wonderful business plan, and he called me up to help him set up the legal structure aspect of it. And when we got talking and I got to know the objective of his business, I was like, hey, bros, this particular business that you want to do, have you done your research? Have you checked out the statistics? Have you checked your marketplace? Have you checked if it is a highly demanding or demanded product or service? And just like, oh, he didn't even think of it. I said, okay, go back, do your homework. I will do my homework, and let's come back so time, and let's see what we have. And no, but by the time we did our homework and we all came back, the guy just treated me that no, that even if he still has passion for that business, but let him go into something that is more lucrative. When he gets good money, he can now get there. So sometimes in Nigeria we don't even have, or not even sometimes, most of the time we do not have the right statistics of what is going on in a particular industry field or the market space. And so this is part of uncertainty. You don't even know what is even required of you. You don't know what you're supposed to do. You will just look up one and say, you just see that one association says you don't belong to them, you cannot sell a particular thing, you must belong to them already. So all of these things, you are not even sure until you start. Another uncertainty in the marketplace is trust. Very important. Trust even when you are getting a loan. Trust even when you want to even enter into a partnership. Trust, a lot of people have trust issues even when they want to employ a particular staff. When they want to employ staff, there's an ongoing trend of a staff that was actually indirectly defrauding her boss and all of that. So these are the issues that happens in the marketplace. These are things that happen in the marketplace. Uncertainty of the market. Trust is one of the uncertainty of the marketplace, because you don't even know who to trust. You partner with somebody, the person is behind you, defrauding you, saying this particular product is going for this, whereas it's not even going in this amount, it's adding a particular money to it, or he's just busy, directing clients to himself, or he's just busy opening another business, directing clients there, and you're still. So a lot of uncertainty, a lot of distrust in the marketplace. Even the employees, people that you employ. I've had a number of times clients will meet me, they say they want a contract employment with that staff, they need a confidentiality agreement clause to be there to hold them responsible and all of that. So, and these things are done most times, though it's legal, it's good to have these things, but most times these things are done out of distrust, because you have seen what has happened to Mr. A or Mrs. B, and you wouldn't want the same thing to happen to you. So that is also a major challenge of startups and business owners in Nigeria, poor infrastructure and uncertainty in the marketplace, and one of the uncertainty is trust. Now the third challenge is legal structure and government regulation. Somebody walked up to me one time and said he wanted to open a business account, and that he went to the bank to open a business account for a business that he's been. He even has a website for it. He has a complimentary business card for it. He's on all the social media, and then so he just decided that, oh, I need to actually have a corporate account, because each time people want to buy something from him, he sends his personal account and like, boy, you say you are XYZ Company Limited. I think he even added limited to his name. So why are you not sending your company's account? And people prefer to deal with a corporate entity than to deal with you personally, because it makes it look like you're serious. You know what you're doing, and then they are sure you can't even get any government grant or any bank loan as a personal person. You have to get through the name of the business, so they have something concrete to fall back to. So when he met me and said, oh, that when he went and they asked for the documentation of his business, and he said he didn't know what that meant. They now told him, oh, you have to meet a lawyer to help you get all of these things. And when he got to me, he said, oh, he wants to register his business so that he can take the certificate to the bank and open his business. I said, that was like 2-3 years ago, before the newcomer and before this joint thing with FIRs and CAC. So I said, oh, bros, you will not only need to register your business, you need to take, after registration, you need to do a second step, you need to do a third step before you can actually go to the bank to open. I was like, no, he just when I told him what he took, he was like, that's strenuous, the duration was, oh, this is going to take so long. Excuse me, please. This is going to take so long. I have a contract that I'm pursuing. People do that most of the time, almost all the time. They will not register their business in time, and then when they have a particular contract, they say, bring your legal documents and bring your legal blah blah blah. They'll now walk up to you, lawyer, I need this business to be registered. No, I want it out tomorrow. Like even CSC will not bring out the certificate that day that you are doing the registration, except, well, they could, because we've had a situation where we've done it the money, but there are procedures, you need to do reservation and all of that. So when I told him, it was like, all this procedure, that he thought it's something that he could just get at the snap of his finger. So this is a major challenge. Legal structure. If you do not structure your business legally, it's a challenge in Nigeria. That is a good challenge anyway. There are certain things you cannot do. But another one is the government regulation and the bottleneck procedure that we have in Nigeria. You see, these things shouldn't even be an issue, because in well-developed countries, countries that develop, or even developing countries, because I do not even believe that Nigeria is a developing country. So even developing countries, it's very easy for you to get your business registered and to get certain documentation like this. But in Nigeria, it's not. You're going to be spending months. CSC alone can query your registration. And then, not to talk of now that there's two registration that we did in the office, and then when they release the certificates, the registration status report did not carry not even the status report alone. I think the members as well. I'm not so sure. They not carry the shareholders of the company. They not carry the directors. And these are things that, without you providing it to the commission, you cannot even register the business. Because when you're registering the business, there are certain forms you need to fill online, e-forms, that has this red asterisk, which is compulsory. So if you do not put those information, you cannot even move to the next step. So you're not wondering how did they even get to produce the certificate if you did not put those things? So we actually put these things in the office, but when they are producing the certificate, they omitted it. They did not include it. It's a different ball game entirely. It's another issue. It's another issue with us and the client, because we need to now do a complaint to the customer service, and we don't know how long that will take. Those are the challenges. These and many more are the challenges that business startup and business owners face in Nigeria. Our government agencies, we have bottleneck procedures. What you will do in other countries and get out in the next 24 hours max 48 hours, that they'll just tell you, oh madam, please just take a seat while we attend to your file, we'll be right back, and that will be right back in the next 20-30 minutes. They're giving you the certificates. It's not like that in Nigeria. 1 month you're still on top of one matter, and then you're solving one query, another query is coming in, you even, God helps you, you're done with the commission, you're moving to the next stage, you're registering for Scrum is telling you that no, this is not complete. These are challenges that startups do not readily put into consideration, because a lot of you out there do not even think of the legal structure of your business. But let me not even come to that. Let me even go to the 5th one. Okay, now let me go to the 4th one. So the 4th challenge that we are facing in Nigeria, or that as a startup we face in Nigeria, are taxes. And these taxes goes from the local tax to the state tax to the federal tax. Now, if you live in Lagos, you know that it is no longer news that you enter a bus and they are stopping the bus driver from one junction to the other, collecting money. These are local tax as well as state tax, because I hear they remit to the state government. That's one. I've seen several times in the marketplace where they stop a particular market woman to collect tax from her. So taxes, they just fly. Nigeria, people say, writers will say we have one tax system in Nigeria. We have a multi-tax system in Nigeria, because let's take for example withholding tax. Now, a lot of us do not know what withholding tax is. Withholding tax it's by a company that is paying you for a particular thing. So probably the company, let's say for example a real estate firm now, we did a deal with you, and probably you are an agent, and then you brought us a client who happens to buy one of a property and all of that, or who happens to tell us to manage his or our property or facility. Now, as the agent that introduced the client to us, we will definitely pay you a percentage. Now, withholding taxes, while we're paying you that percentage, we have to withhold a particular, where we're paying you, that's your agency commission, we have to withhold a particular commission to pay to the government as withholding tax. I want to explain what our dual or multitasking or multi-remittance tax system is from the way I see it. A lot of people may not agree with me, but that is how I see it. So I, as for example the CEO of the company, or rather not even the CEO, the company, while paying you, let's say your commission is 100,000 naira, and then we are going to withhold a percentage of it. I think it's about 10% or 7.5%. I think it's 10% if I can remember vividly. Now they will withhold that tax. Now that tax ordinarily ought to be paid in the name of the person that they withheld the tax from. So they pay you your 100,000 naira less 10%, which is less 10,000 naira. Now, a lot of companies do not remit this tax, and for those that remit the tax, they do not even remit it in the name of the payee. And it's the person that is receiving the money. The payer is the company. That's one. Now, the company is going to withhold the tax to a 10%. Now, as an entrepreneur, if you're a self-employed person, you're still going to pay tax. You're still going to pay tax as self-assessment. So at the end of the month or at the end of the year, you're going to still assess yourself as a self-employed, and you're going to pay based on your income. Now that is a double tax system for me, because the company that paid you commission has withheld a particular percentage of tax, and then they're supposed to pay that tax in your name, which they do not. A lot of people do not even demand for it. Now, you have forgotten that they have withheld a particular percentage. So at the end of the year, when you are assessing yourself, you will still go ahead to pay tax, inclusive of the one that that was withheld when your commission was paid. So that's just one out of 100 example of tax. We have series of tax system in Nigeria. You have the one that when you put your signpost, or they will come closely, that you have to pay the rates, the local council rates and all of that. So taxes from the local government to the state government to the federal government, depending on the kind of business you're running and the legal structure that you choose for your business, is also a major challenge that startups and business owners face if it is not properly managed. Now, the last and very interesting challenge when it comes to starting a business and running a business in Nigeria is bribery and corruption. A lot of people do not put this into consideration when they want to start a business. Bribery and corruption is a major issue in Nigeria. Even foreign investors are aware of this. A secretary will not allow you to see his boss. Probably you are bidding for a particular contract. Secretaries are even higher. They even have more authority than their boss. Like when I say authority, like secretaries, they are like the entrance. They are the angels that are the gateway to heaven. So if you do not appease the angels, you cannot enter into the heavens. So bribery and corruption is so much in our system that it has become a normal thing. Bribery and corruption in Nigeria has become a normal thing that even somebody, if you are not into it, it's either you beat them or you join them. So if you're not doing it, you're seen as an alien, you're seen as a snoop. Is it snoop they call them now? You're seen as a spy. You're seen as not cooperating. And the worst part of it is that those colleagues can actually gang up to make you lose a job. This affects every aspect of business, no matter the business that you're running. You want to bid for a particular contract, you need to bid for that contract with money. You need to bribe the gatekeepers of the contract. A young man was sharing with me, I wouldn't want to mention the type of contract he was bidding for, was sharing with me how he bidded for a particular contract. And he was told to, use some money to grease, to make them even push his file to the table of the person that will, look at the his proposal or his quotation, proposal/quotation. Then I was just wondering that if you are, that is why we get jobs poorly done in Nigeria. Say where you get Nigerian contract job, because if you are to use money to push a particular file that you are not even sure you are going to even get the contract, and then when you even use money to push the file and probably they get the file approved, before they even approve it, remember your man told me that he was called to have an agreement that once he get that contract sum, because they were not going to give him the whole money, you're going to deposit 70%, and then when the job is done, they pay him the balance of 30%. He was going to settle Oga on level 1, he was going to settle Oga on level 2, and all of that. That alone is discouraging, because if you're trying to bid for a contract and you do not readily have funds available, or you have funds but the funds are not enough, or even if the funds are enough, you will need money to actually execute this job well. So if you went to get a loan from the bank to push a particular contract, and they're telling you that probably the contract that you're pushing for is 100 million naira, and you have to even use like 2 million naira to let your file get to the table of the person that is going to even look at your contract, your proposal, and even enlist it for the oga that we even the thing is funny, for the oga that will even approve it, you will now begin to look for 2 million naira to push a file that you're not even sure that they're going to approve. That is bribery and corruption, and it's so much in our system, both the private and public sector. It's so much in a system that it has become the norm. It has become the order of the day, and there is no system in Nigeria that is excluded. You would even think that the courts will be excluded. When I mean the courts, I'm not saying the bench people, But you will even discover that a clerk, an office clerk, a court clerk or a registrar that is supposed to stamp something, will be stretching out his or her hand to say he needs money before he or she can stamp a particular thing. And so by the time you're stamping something and you're paying money, 1,500, all this calculation, people do not readily think, where would this money come out from? Where would this money, how will you return this money? Is it coming out from your business or is coming out from your personal pockets? So, these are the 5 major challenges that business startups and business owners face in Nigeria. The first challenge that I talked about is capital, startup capital and enhancements or advancement capital. I've also talked about poor infrastructure, uncertainty in the marketplace. For example, trust is lacking between partners of a business, between a boss and his staff. I've talked about the legal structure and government regulation, our system, the bottleneck system that we need to go through. The procedures are hectic. The procedures that we need to get a particular certification or to get a particular clearance, the procedure is crazy. The procedure is really, really crazy and it's discouraging. Then I've talked about the taxes, local tax, state tax, and federal tax. And lastly, I've talked about bribery and corruption. Now, the way out. What is the way out of getting a startup capital? What is the way out of poor infrastructure and uncertainty in the marketplace? What is the way out of taxes? What is the way out of legal structure and the bottleneck procedure in the government agencies? And finally, what is the way out of bribery and corruption in starting a business in Nigeria or advancing the business in Nigeria? You see, I'm going to merge all my answers together. It's not the best way out. Get a lawyer involved from the go. Now, you would be asking me, what is the place of a lawyer in getting a startup capital? What is the place of a lawyer in poor infrastructure and uncertainty in the marketplace? What is the place of a lawyer in taxes, in paying of taxes? What is the place of a lawyer in building my legal structure? Obviously, that is very obvious. You need a lawyer. What is the place of a lawyer in government regulation? And what is the place of a lawyer in bribery and corruption? Excuse me, please. Let me start with poor infrastructure. I'll merge others. And I'm going to be talking about electricity. There was a time a client is a client now, contacted me and said he got a place and the electricity bills they were bringing was like he had a factory there, but he didn't have a factory, he just had an office, and he had obviously TV and all of that. He doesn't even have a fridge. He has a water dispenser, and electricity was not like the power supply it's stable, and they kept bringing ridiculous bills to him. How did I play out? First thing first, you need to understand, I always say on my page, whether Instagram or Facebook, everything on the surface of the earth is backed up by one law or the other. Everything. Law of the sea, law of the air, law of whatever. Law governs the way you even interact with your spouse. Not to talk of business transaction. Electricity supply, power supply, we have a law that is governing it. We have a regulatory body. We have a commission that supervises or oversee the affairs of electricity. And they are laid down laws There are laid down procedures of when you have outrageous bills, what to do. When you are no longer, you're not going to be in a particular place in your office for a particular duration of time. There are procedures of what to do. These things are not known to an average person, because you won't even bother to go say you want to know about NERC or National Electricity Regulatory Commission. You will not want to even bother about reading the power supply laws of Nigeria, because that is not really what you should be bothered about. What you should be bothered about is how you're going to run your business and earn good profit. There are laws. So we did a letter for this young man. We're going to and fro, and in one of the letters we threatened we're going to file a particular petition, and the situation was sorted out. Now, even in getting your office space or your business space, you need a lawyer to be involved, so that your lawyer will read. It's part of the uncertainty. Your lawyer will read your tenancy agreement and ensure that the clauses there benefits you as a tenant. Or a situation where the landlord is used to just collecting money and not giving you a tenancy agreement, your lawyer will insist, probably through you, that the tenancy agreement should be given, so that there will be an understanding. So in all of this, is it in taxes? You will need a lawyer to help you understand the taxes that you have to pay, whether as an enterprise, venture, joint venture, partnership, limited liability, limited liability partnership, company, public. You will need a lawyer to actually help you understand your tax obligation, your tax responsibilities, because a lot of you people there just start a business and you do not know that you are accumulating tax issues for yourself, as long as your business is registered. And now it's even so funny that business company certificate automatically comes out with your TIN, your tax identification number for your business, apart from business name. And so that says that you already have automatic tax record, and if you do not get a lawyer involved, you will not even know what you're liable to pay. You not even know. I hear some people say, I have not started business. It doesn't stop you from doing your returns. You only pay tax from your profits. I've said that severally on this page. But you need to let the company, the authority know that you have not started business, and you still need to remit, to show that remittance does not mean you have to pay money. Remit is, there's certain things you need to file. Now, without a lawyer being with you from the day go, you will not know all of these things. Is it the legal structure aspect of it? I've had people that come to me, they want to register a company where they should register a business name, that want to register a business and where they should register a company, because I have to sit with them, understand the objective of the business, and then give them the right advice. Is it the government bottleneck procedure? We get, no matter how the bribery and corruption, the bottleneck procedure, we still have an edge to an extent as lawyers over every person that will just walk into the office, because of course lawyers will always threaten that I will sue, I will do this, I will petition, and all of that. So, in conclusion, 5 challenges the business owners and startups and business owners face in Nigeria, and the way out. The way out, I have talked about startup capital. One way that your lawyer could help you, which I have done for some people, is to help you with your business proposal, is to help you put his or herself or the law firm as you have a legal team. Now imagine that you're going to present a business proposal to somebody, and your business proposal has a legal team with you. You see, the person that you're going to, get requests from for loan knows that this person knows what he or she is doing. You already have your business registered. You have a corporate account. You have a legal team working with you. The person will tread with caution. The person will know that this person knows what he or she is doing. And when I say oh, you need to get a lawyer involved. See, from day one that you had that business idea in your brain, or when it just occurred to you that, oh, I need to do this line of business, you need to let your lawyer know so that the lawyer will know how to direct you. I've had people that want to register a particular business and they do not know that that particular line of business, they must have an office space, they must have a minimum share capital of 10 million naira. They do not know these things, and they just do this, and then they get queried. I've had to resolve a lot of queries for some people. They get queried about, oh no, you need to upgrade this to 10 million, you need to do this, we need to come and inspect the place. Especially when you want to get a money lending license, you need to come and inspect the place to be sure you have an office and all of that. These are the things that your lawyer already knows that will help you solve it. And when I say these things, oh, get a lawyer, people will always say, lawyer care, they're expensive. The truth of the matter is, you always find a legal service that fits your budget. That is the truth. Now, I may not fit into your budget, or lawyer B may not fit into your budget, but there's a particular lawyer that will fit into your budget. Now, that doesn't mean it's no excuse for anybody to just have ridiculous budget. You can't say you're looking for legal service for 5,000, 10,000. So I'm not saying that kind of legal service. What I'm saying is, I told a client one day when he was complaining, oh, he wanted to get a retainer with me, and he was like, oh, money. I said, do you want to get a retainer with me? Do you want me and my firm, my law firm, to be your legal team in starting and running your business? I say, yes, barrister, yes, I do. But the money, because we gave him our retainer brochure, I was like, oh, the money is much for me and I can't really afford it from day go. I said, but do you know that we have what is called postpaid retainer services? And postpaid retainer services simply is, oh, you want to retain us for 6 months, you want to retain us for 1 year, we will do your jobs for you based on our agreement, because the agreement states the job that we can do and we cannot do in a retainer. We will do your jobs for you ahead without being paid, and then at the end of the year you now pay us as your lawyer. Oh, he said, oh, he didn't know. That's a wonderful idea. I said, yes. Do you even know? I asked him, do you even know why I told you about postpaid? Because not everybody I have of the firm has a postpaid. It's because I see the willingness in you to have a legal team. People do not actually know that even we lawyers have our own experts. We have our own, we retain services with the doctors, with the dentists, with whatever. Because we understand the place of having an expert see to your needs. I could easily say I want to read these things up, you understand, but let the experts do their job. So it was when we had discussion that he said, oh, he loved it, and then we signed up for a postpaid retainer. The problem that an average Nigerian has, or the problem that some have, is they do not see the need of a lawyer at all. But a lawyer will help you do much more than just legal work. We help you take care of paralegal jobs and even non-legal jobs. I have a client that even if the bank sends him a mail, he will forward the mail to me and say, lawyer, help me reply the mail. So I will just type the response and send to him. He will just copy and paste. Please tell me, who is at peace? It's my client that is at peace. I am the one bearing all the headache. And why will I bear this headache? Because he has a retainer with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. 5 major challenges startups and business owners face in Nigeria and the way out. The way out of capital issue, the way out of poor infrastructure and uncertainty in the marketplace, the way out of legal structure and government regulation, the way out of bribery and corruption, okay, and lastly, the way out of tax issues with the government or whatever agency is to get a lawyer involved from the day go. when you had the concepts for your business. I always say there is a lawyer out there that will fit into your budget if it is not an outrageous budget. But the problem is a lot of startups do not have at the back of their mind that they should even have a lawyer. And another problem is people do not even see the need of a lawyer until they are in problems. And I tell people, it's in all the field. Every field will charge you more when you are in trouble. That is the gospel truth. But where you have a retainer with a person, one of the advantages that people that have retainer with us enjoy is that there are situations where we'll just be in the office and the client will call and say, oh, we have the police people in my office and they came with a letter of invitation or they came with a warrant to arrest. ASAP, we will join the person at the police station. That is the thing that you get when you have a retainer. But imagine somebody without even asking you for bills and all of that, to pay bills. But imagine that you call me out of the blues. Probably you met me on Instagram. You like my page, you like the values I dish on my page, and then you click in the link beneath, and then you can see chat me up on WhatsApp, and you decide to chat me up. Oh, Lawyer Precious, I have an issue, please, about to arrest me. Okay, first thing first, before I move an inch, you're going to pay for mobility down to the police station. But if you were a retail client with the firm, you're just going to have us come to the police station or come to anywhere where you're having qualms with anybody and help you solve the issue. So from the day go that you have your business idea, you need to get a lawyer involved. The lawyer will tell you all you need to start, to grow, and run that business. We sit you down, explain things to you, so that you will know what exactly the law requires of you, what exactly you're doing, and the challenges that you're going to face, and how you're going to resolve these challenges. I hope somebody gained tonight. Oh, there's so many people on Instagram. Thank you guys for joining in from Instagram. I hope somebody gained value today. If you know you gain value, you gain something, just type in the comment section, I gain value today. Now, if you have a question, please do not forget to put it in the comment section. I will attend to the question one after the other. Do not DM me questions that I have on live sections, or that you have concerning the live section. Put the questions in the comment section so others can get to learn, to read and learn. But if it's a very personal question, very private one, you can actually send me a direct message. And if you want to chat me up on WhatsApp, my WhatsApp link is actually in my bio. If you're on Instagram, my Instagram people, my WhatsApp link is in my bio rather. So you just click the link in my bio and you will see chat me up on WhatsApp. Okay, so that is all tonight, guys. So somebody's saying Bro Star Official. Forgive me because I can't really pronounce that your name. I'm sorry. Okay, you're saying, I don't know whether it's a she or a he. Pardon me, please. This really educating. I need to get a lawyer. Oh, thank you for that vibe. Hey, you make me feel good tonight. It's so, it takes a whole lot to actually come for a live section. You need to prepare notes, you need to do research, you need to read a lot of laws. Somebody did a joke. Somebody did a joke and said, lawyer, please, I want to tap your brain for 5 minutes. And it was a lawyer that did that joke, I think on Reels. And the person said, that 5 minutes question you want to ask, I will read like 10 law books. But a lot of you do not know how this thing works. All questions like this, I can go and be searching for my law book when I was in the university. So it feels good to know that somebody gained value tonight. And I am really thankful for you guys. You need to get a lawyer. Click on the link in my bio. You got me, boo. You got me, babe. I don't know whether you're a guy or you're a woman, but you're covered. You're covered. You're covered. Okay, so somebody said, Well done, madam. Thank you. I'm reading comments now. Drop your comments in the. Even if you don't have question now, encourage my ministry. Encourage me. Tell me that I did well. Thank you. Somebody say you are so amazing. Oh, I feel good. Oh, let me do like Mr. Macaroni. Oh. Thank you, guys. Okay, somebody say thank you very much, madam. It's real star. Oh, I'm so sorry. Me, I'm used to bastardizing people's name. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Maybe I need to go and learn how to pronounce people's name. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so it's already almost 10:30. It was a very interesting conversation. So just in case you came in late to join the conversation, I'm going to upload this video on my YouTube channel. Just go to my YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and just type out Precious Studio and my channel will come out. Please do not forget to click on the subscribe in the red button and the notification by your right hand side, that bell, so that when I upload a new video, you can be the first to know the video. I upload new videos every Monday and every Tuesday. I upload videos on business every Monday. I upload video on real estate, tenancy and landlord palaver every Tuesday. So my YouTube channel is all about law, it's all about business, it's all about investment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on Instagram, the link is beneath my bio. Click on it and you just click on watch my videos and you will see all of my videos. So if you're just coming on, I'm seeing some people like Mr. Tunde Daniel, so you're just coming on when we are done. So if you are just coming in, you can just watch the replay on my IGTV, or you just go straight to Instagram. Go straight to YouTube and you will watch, because I upload all my live section on YouTube so that you can get to see. All right, thank you so much, guys. Auntie told you. Auntie told you is live. Auntie told you, thank you, ma, for joining. I was just noticing that you came. Okay, you're even asking to be brought on the camera. No, I told you today is not my question and answers. Every last day of the month. Oh, this is another announcement I forgot to make. Every last day of the month, I have question and answers with Lawyer Precious. So I come on live and somebody sends a request. Now, I don't do that on the Business and Legal Structure Facebook group. I do that on my timeline. I do it on my timeline so that people will participate, and I share it on my Business and Legal Structure Facebook group, and I download it and I upload it on my YouTube channel so that you can just go straight to watch. So every last day of the month, let me see when it will be this month. Sorry. Okay, so last day of the month is going to be a Wednesday, 30th of June. So 30th of June, just join me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will just add you. You just send a request and I will add you, and then you will ask your question. You come on live with me like this. Hey, you come on live with Lawyer Precious. So you'll be live with me and you will ask your questions, and other people will get to learn from the question you've asked, and then I will respond. And once I respond to your question, I will ask you, like, I have to take you out so that another person will have the opportunity to come on live and ask his or her question. And it borders on question on anything law, business, real estate. It's not like I pick a particular topic. No, every question that you've ever had concerning law, business, and real estate. Okay, oh, my Facebook has gone up because my battery is really low on the other phone. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming in. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You're the reason why I am still in business. Like, you're the reason why I get that vibe, that positive vibe, to always come online to do a live section every Saturday. Trust me, it's not easy, but when we see encouragement like this, we actually know that we are adding values into the life, business decisions and investment decisions of everybody. God bless you. Have a wonderful night's sleep, and do not forget, irrespective of the type of business or entity that you run, legal structure is the ultimate. Get a lawyer involved from the day go. You want to contact me, click on the link in my bio, and I'll see you in my inner chambers. Good night. God bless you. I remain Precious Studio, business lawyer, real estate consultant, insolvency practitioner. Bye.